Let us talk to you. Welcome back to the Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast. Your main source for all the shitty bookends for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're not going to say Saturday because that's banging right now. We are your hosts.
Banging too.
And Tuesdays is cooking. We are your hosts, Dakota Allen, John Hook, and Kenneth O'Neill. Here to do our SmackDown recap, and we got a little special surprise for y'all at the end. And no, Dakota is not a glory hole. Don't get excited. With that being said,
John's OnlyFans, same thing.
Oh,
just
shit.
big, meaty men slapping himself,
Yes.
So,
Built like a
Go ahead,
slightly
John.
mobile cinder block.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just walked into my own roast. Anyways, SmackDown started how it did the last, 10 weeks now? Roman
Something
comes
like
out and says the same 5 lines he always says with Jay. Sorry, it didn't matter. Just plug and play with the two of them. I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that did all this for you. But Jay threw him a little curveball at the end saying how he beat him. And that took up, the first 20 minutes of the show. Thank you, Triple H.
Sorry.
Yeah. Y'all got any thoughts on that?
Pass on to the next one.
I didn't see it, but $5 Jay got hit with a Samoan spike.
That end of the night.
Ah, tragic.
Yeah.
Well, I'm over. Much like Ken's hairline.
I got no room to talk. Anyways, we got Grayson Waller beating Jay in the back, and we set up the match for later. I don't know why this was the thing, but next we had the absolute match that no one ever wanted ever. We get 2 baby faces and Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. The
That
LWO
lasted 7 seconds.
Yeah, the LWO.
God damn it!
Civil
You know
War,
what?
man.
We said this was going to be a bullshit match, and God damn it, were we on it? What a fucking waste of my goddamn time.
Let him cook.
What a fucking waste. Oh, we're going to have LWO fight each other. Oh, it's fucking stupid, first of all. Second of all, the match lasted, 37 seconds? They flipped each other around. Santos dove outside the ring, hit Ray in the shoulder. Now Ray's like, laying there. And they're going, no contest. We're going to have to give it to Santos. What the fuck? Seriously?
Yeah.
This whole big buildup for that.
3 weeks of buildup.
That's what we had. We let LA Knight burn again for that bullshit match. And I'm almost wondering if Ray wasn't supposed to win that match. I think the whole idea was to push Santos. But what the fuck was that?
We're just burning LA Knight again like LA burned in a Roddy King riots anyway.
Whoa. Anyway.
Oh,
curveball there, but
that was straight slider inside, real dirty.
Anyways, this match made no sense. I'm never a fan of these fake injury spots because you got people constantly checking up on their favorite wrestler, thinking that they might actually be hurt, and that's not right.
Here's my thought on it. I think Ray got hurt last week because he was kind of favoring that same shoulder at the end of the match. If you go back and watch the end of it, he's kind of got his left arm up. He's kind of like holding his left shoulder. I think he injured it last match. I think he was trying to get through this match so Santos can get a clean win and launch his story because he's probably going to beat Austin Theory. But I think Ray got legitimately injured last match, tried to make it through this one, and ended up re-aggravating or making it worse and couldn't compete. That's my thoughts. That's what I tell myself so I don't get pissed off again. But that's what I'm going with.
I mean, that's
no. This was just such good shit.
No, Vince couldn't even come up with this bad level of booking if this was what happened.
Vince booked an old lady to give birth to a hand.
Which is still more entertaining than what the fuck this was.
Y'all remember Schnitzky punting that baby into the crowd, though?
That's kind of what it felt like watching this.
That was just a punt to the nuts is all that was.
I'm glad I missed it.
then the next part that just sent me into a rage. LA Knight gets booked against Ashanti the Adonis from Hit Row. The only good part of this is when LA came out to the ring.
And that
Pulled off
Horny and horny.
Yeah, he said.
Dude,
What
do they call
Louisiana
him?
horny.
Bars.
I think they call him what? Stone Rock is what they call him nowadays.
Stone Rock
Stone
on
Rock.
TikTok, yeah.
But it fucking plays out, dude. Like that, like took me straight back to Attitude Era style wrestling. He felt in her loins, you know, horny to horny. Like I loved every second of it. The one thing I will say I'm glad about this match was LA kind of got a few punches in the beginning, but then he kind of just dominated towards the end. So it's kind of like a quick squash match. So it wasn't like they let whatever his name is actually like
honest.
same thing. But he wasn't like on the same plane. Like, I think they kind of separate LA Knight a little bit, which that I'm forever grateful for. But God bless America, that was fucking retarded. Sorry.
Oh, you can't say that.
It's after 11 o'clock. We can say
it. Yeah.
All right, technicalities.
But next we
My
had
fucking bad. Shit.
Next we had the Street Profits meeting with Bobby Lashley backstage. Bobby Lashley was talking about how they'll need to start dressing a little bit nicer. And then he looks over at Dawkins, where he's wearing just sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and everybody else is wearing suits. I thought this was nice. We're going to be getting some Hurt Business going on here.
But the people they've attached to this is fucking beautiful.
I'm gonna give it 3 weeks until it's ruined. Ruined.
Honestly, if you got this much talent on this thing going, I don't think you could ruin this unless you absolutely try to.
Do I need to start pulling examples? God damn it!
No, we're gonna hold on to hope on this one because it's Lashley, Street Profits, and then Trick Williams and Carmelo Haynes,
and potentially Omos and MVP.
Boo, almost.
Hey,
boo, John, boo! You ruined it. Boo, John, boo.
With the other, sorry for the last two, but having MVP on there just brings it all in.
MVP is the glue
Yes.
that holds it together.
I'm about with MVP, but leave Omos and wherever he's at.
You got to have him in there though. You can't just have him with MVP for
He
months.
built like a
I know what he's built like. Yeah, he's built like a giant sack of shit. But it's like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. I get it. But anyways, next we had the.
That's more like a 10 pounds of shit in a 7-foot bag, right? 7-pound bag. I joke.
Same
Shut
thing.
the fuck up, kid. The single dumbest fucking thing you said on this podcast.
He's tried. He tried. I'll give it to him. He tried to make something out of nothing.
No. You should have left it at nothing. All right.
But next we had the cringy segment of the night with Io Sky and Asuka
And Bailey.
Well, Bailey was there, but she's the only one I can understand. I'm being honest. But yeah, that segment happened. The next, it's not racist. I don't speak whatever language they were going to.
You don't speak what?
Oh, what were you about to say? What were you about to say,
John?
I don't speak the language they speak.
What were you about to say?
It's about to get real racist. He's about to start talking like Uncle Ruckus right there.
Oh, man. I could have said whatever I want to. I'm the damn editor of this thing.
You're right. It is your podcast.
It is your podcast.
It is not my podcast.
It is your podcast.
Anyways, we got this bullshit battle royal that they announced that we know who's going to win, or
the battle royal. I missed that part. Who's all in it?
What's it for? They haven't said it yet, but it's for nothing. It's just to say you won it.
But I'm confused though because it says something about them being the battle royal, but then it also showed just Sheamus and LA Knight saying next week. So I don't know. It's SummerSlam battle royale, one of those send home things. They'll give LA Knight a win just to give him a little push before SummerSlam. Rumor has it he's supposed to have a segment on SummerSlam where he gets to come out and talk. We'll see, but that's what all rumors are indicating too.
believe that when I see it.
Same here.
Hey, try that in a small town.
Jesus Christ.
He's waited all podcasts to find a way to throw that in there, and he finally found it. He finally found it.
Next, we had Karrion Kross getting a much-needed win over one of the Good Brothers. Is it Carl Anderson? Is that the one he beat?
Yes.
Yeah.
The machine of God, no.
I get him and Gallows mixed up sometimes.
How the fuck you mix them up?
It's
That's pretty hard
because
to remember.
it's the names I get mixed up. It's not how they look. It's the names.
I say one of them was like Fetus or whatever his name was back then.
Festus.
There it is. Fetus, Festus, they both start with an F. You know, Kata, Katrina.
Okay, then Katrina. All right, George Bush. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Next, we had our main event. We had Grayson Waller versus Jey Uso with Roman at ringside with Paul Heyman, who wasn't holding, the 30 different belts that Roman has now.
Solo was out there too. I don't know if you mentioned him or not.
Well, I mean, he's kind of getting on my goddamn nerves, so.
He did it for the Tribal Chief.
He did it for the people.
He did it for the elders.
Who had Solo and Roman ruining the match or the end of it?
Literally everybody.
Will
we? Good job, John. Will we?
I refuse to do this baby fuck bullshit.
Will we?
You got a whole bushel of peaches behind you, Will we?
Will we? Look at all the bushes. But
more bush than one night in China. Goddamn.
Anyways, what I was saying was, now we've got this Samoan spike spear combo that they're now overusing. They did it once at the last pay-per-view. It was pretty cool. Now it's going to be a every time they're together type thing. What the fuck? I was like, with 5 minutes to go, I was like, that's just enough time for them to give a surprise appearance from somebody. And I was waiting on it.
Yeah, this man thought, can you smell? No.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it because I wasn't going to be surprised. I would have took it anyway at this point. Jimmy coming back, The Rock, whoever. Ooh, on the 5%.
He'd have popped for Nia Jax.
Rikishi, whoever. I figured we were going to get one last puzzle piece to this before it goes on SummerSlam, but we didn't. So,
yeah. So we got another week till SummerSlam. Gentlemen, what are your show grades? Dakota, we'll start with you, even though you probably didn't even watch the show.
I didn't. It sounds like shit. C-.
Kid.
I'm going to have to give it a D+ for me.
Yeah, both grades are fair. I'm going to give it, I can't give it a C-. I watched AEW this week. That was the worst wrestling show I've watched in months. I'm going to give this, I'm going to give it a solid C.
Because you're a cunt.
The
yeah.
cuntiest of cunts.
It's way worse if you watch the other brand on Wednesday night.
That's fair.
Promise. It's so fucking bad.
Well, you know what else is so fucking bad about? It's gonna be bad about how y'all do this because y'all are kind of retarded. So we're gonna start a new thing. You motherfuckers have seen Immaculate Squares. Well, we found a wrestling one. Found him on his TikTok is actually on the picture too. It is Have Fun with Wrestling. He's got a bunch of them. We'll be pulling a random one about once a week, going over these. Does anybody not know how this works?
I think I'm all right.
Ken, you got the general idea how it works?
I guess we'll work through it.
All right, so you got 9 squares, column rows. So, like the first top left corner, they have to be in the LWO at one point. Have held a belt in NXT.
Okay, gotcha. Bullet Club, NXT, WWE. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Go do that through the whole list. We're going to take turns alternating. Answer. Who gets to pick? Whoever has the most answers at the end wins. Ken, we'll start with you. Which square you want to guess and who you putting in it?
I'm gonna go. Is it Bullet Club and WCW?
Yes.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles is correct. One for Ken. Dead center. John.
Let me get held a belt in NXT and LWO. Santos Escobar.
That is also correct. Ken.
Give me LWO and the beating Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio.
Has he beat him one-on-one?
I don't think so. He might have, though. I'd have to be like the biggest upset ever. Oh, I didn't say how he beat him, though. Could be DQ.
This is true. I'm checking to see if it was a win.
Does he not give the answers in the grid?
No. There's like 50 answers you could have
Oh,
for each one of these.
oh, I know the answer to it then, because this is LWO in general, right?
Yes.
Oh, shit! I thought it was the current LWO.
No,
Well-
LWO in general. Like, there's an easy pick for this one.
Yeah,
Eddie Guerrero.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Also, Ray has beaten Brock, so either or is correct.
All right, let's go with my original answer and Ray then.
All right.
Okay. Is that the TNA World Title?
World Tag Title.
Shit, I was gonna guess Bobby Roode. I might still be right though. For held a belt in NXT and TNA.
That is
Tag.
correct. He held it with James Storm, Beer Money.
Okay, sweet.
So still correct. Back to Ken.
LWO, WCW, and go. Did I already answer that one? No, Bullet Club. LWO, WCW, and I'll go Eddie since I did Ray on the other one.
Hold on, you can't use the same answer twice.
I did. I said Ray for the.
He stuck
right.
with Ray on Brock. So
You're
that is correct. Straight across. So it's 3-2.
He already said WCW and Bullet Club, right?
Yeah, he got He got AJ. These two.
Oh man, this is tough because
I should have put little symbols here. He got AJ for Bullet Club WCW, LWO WCW, and Brock 1v1 WCW. You got.
So is Bullet Club and NXT belt open?
Yes.
Finn Balor.
Correct. It is now 3-3. 3 left. I have a feeling the Bullet Club Brock Lesnar one's going to stop you. Or maybe the World Tag TNA and Brock Lesnar.
I don't know too much about TNA, so that's why I'm kind of drawing a blank.
So we got 3 spots left. We are tied. Ken, go ahead and take a pick. You have World Tag Team TNA, WCW, World Tag Team and Brock Lesnar, and Bullet Club Brock Lesnar. Which one you want to guess?
Shit. So you said it was TNA, WCW, TNA, Brock Lesnar, and which one?
And Bullet Club Brock Lesnar.
Now, Bullet Club, like that's including. Is that the Bullet Club in AEW?
Including the Bullet Club that was in AEW, yes. If they went under the Bullet Club, if they were under any Bullet Club banner, they count as a Bullet Club member. So Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, AEW, because it's all the same Bullet Club technically.
Oh, shit.
How many guesses does he get?
I'll give him 2.
So if I go, damn it,
I'll give you a hint. It's happened very recently.
for which one?
Bullet Club Brock.
Bullet Club. Was Cody in the Bullet Club?
God fucking damn it, yeah.
Cody was in the Bullet Club. That would
Fuck.
probably, it's arguably like Bullet Club's peak moment, but yeah, here's Cody.
Bullet Club Cody.
All right, give me beating Brock Lesnar and TNA tag Kurt Angle.
Yes, sir.
Fuck. God damn, I thought I was going to win.
You still might. He's got to come up with a TNA tag champion and and was also in WCW.
Since he went first, how do we decide if he gets this?
If he gets it, he beats you 5-4.
No, I'm saying if he gets it, he went first. So what I'm saying is I didn't get my shot for the last spot.
I know. It's how the thing works. That means you'll go first next time and you'll have the advantage. But if he misses it, you can win.
Gotcha.
I don't know. John passed one of John. Like I said, I wasn't big in TNA, so I couldn't even tell you who held tag team champions. Like I knew. Well, hold on. Was it like? Did Jeff Jarrett ever hold tag team champ?
To my knowledge, he never was. I will double check because I have the full list of all their champions.
I know it's probably an easy answer, but like I said, I just never watched TNA. Like it was.
Oh, there's a fuck ton of answers, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'll start reading them off once we figure it out.
I got my answer.
No. Jeff Jarrett did not carry.
All right, pass it up then. Since he's yelling out that he's already got his answer, go ahead.
I mean, I said Sting, but I'm going to change it to Kevin Nash.
Both Sting and Kevin Nash have won.
Suck my dick!
Was that really necessary?
It was.
Other acceptable answers are Sting. AJ Styles could have also been used.
That'd been double.
It would have been doubled. Booker T and Scott Steiner. Oh, was Chavo in WCW? No. Yes, Chavo was in WCW. Christopher Daniels was also in WCW at one point.
Rip.
And I do believe that's really about it. Wait. Yeah, those are it. If you're also curious, in 2018, Eli Drake and Scott Steiner were a tag team and won.
Go ahead and wrap this up.
Yep, go ahead and send her on home. John takes the win this week.
Make sure you're following us on all our social media outlets. Follow us on TikTok at Pop This Potty for the Cheap, on Twitter and Instagram at the Cheap Pop Wrestling Podcast, and on Facebook at the TNJ Sports Podcast. And be sure to tune in tomorrow. That's all that being said. This is Hook signing out.
Let's get we out.
Much like Ken's hairline. We moving on out.
Oh, that's brutal.